we all know what happens during the new year. We get so excited, we make goals. Okay, I'm gonna do this. This is my new year resolution. Okay, we call them resolutions, like we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But you know that a study showed that only 8% of those who set their new year goals, especially on New Year's Eve, achieve them. Only 8%. Okay, so it means most of us fall under the 92%. So what are you going to do different this year? We are going to talk about how you can set smart goals and achieve them in 2020. How you can achieve your goals in 2020. We want to be among the 8% that achieves their goals. The first thing you should do when setting a goal is to choose a goal that motivates you. When you're setting a goal, ask yourself why. Why are you setting this goal? You want to achieve maybe financial freedom, if that is your goal. Maybe you want to lose weight. Why do you want to lose weight? Why? Because you know losing weight is going to be hard. It is going to be hard. But if you remember your why, if you have a reason, if there's something that motivates you, that is the thing that will keep you going. You'll keep referring back to it. You'll remember, I know it's hard. I don't feel like exercising today, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to eat healthy because I want maybe to be fit, to be healthy, to look good. Whatever it is that motivated you to set this goal, have a why. What happens is that when you set goals that do not excite you, do not motivate you, to reach a time you won't be able to stick with them. Why do you want to have this certain amount of money in your savings, maybe as your emergency? Why do you want to move to a bigger house? Is it so that you can have more privacy? Is it so that your children can have somewhere to play? Okay, is it, what is motivating you? So have set goals that motivate you in the first place, and you can do that by having your why. Ask yourself why you are setting that goal. The second thing you can do when setting goals is to set smart goals. When I'm talking about smart goals, I'm sure you might have heard of this, but SMART in full now, the S stands for specific, M is for measurable, A is attainable, R is for realistic or relevant, and T is for time specific or time bound. So let's start with S, specific. Your goal should be specific. You can just say, I want to be rich in 2021. What is rich to you? Do you want to have 1 million in your account? Do you want to own houses all over? Do you want to have 1 billion, trillion? What is rich? That goal needs to be specific, okay? I need to have this kind of money in my bank account, okay? You say I want to lose weight. What is losing weight? I want to lose maybe 10 kgs by the end of next year. I want to lose maybe 20, or I want to be at this weight range, okay? It has to be very specific, because if it is not specific, how will you even know that you've achieved it? Let's say that you say you want to be rich, and then by the end of the year maybe you have made 50,000. Is that rich to you? So these things are related. That goal is specific, and then M is measurable. Because now let me say my goal is to have 1 million by the end of next year. I can able to measure whether or not I achieved my goal by asking myself, do I have the 1 million after the 1 year? Yes or no? If not, then even by how far did I miss my goal? Okay, maybe I was planning on having 1 million, but I managed to make 500,000, so I missed it by 500,000. There's a way you can, it should be something that should be measured, and if it is specific, then most of the time you'll be able to measure it. So let's go to A, attainable. That goal should be attainable. Now let's say the most that I've ever made in a year is maybe 100,000. So what makes me think that I am going to make 1 million by the end of the next year? That is ambitious, yes, but it might be too ambitious to an extent that I may not be able to attain it. I know if I'm not able to attain that goal, then I'll become discouraged and I won't even want to make any other goals. So I can say, okay, I made 100,000 this year. So my plan is to work thrice as much as I worked this year, so I can make 300,000 next year. That is attainable. But I can't be jumping from 100,000 to 1 billion. No. Your goal should be attainable. The next is R. R is realistic or relevant, okay? This goal should be in line with, it should help you to go in the direction that you want to be, okay? Let's say that right now I decide that I want to learn Korean. It's a interesting language, very nice language, but how is that relevant to any of my other goals or to where I want to be? Am I looking to go to Korea anytime soon? I don't think so. Do I know people who I can be speaking with in Korean? And no, I do not. Do I plan to maybe tutor people in Korean? Like, no. So yes, I will have this beautiful language, and then how it is not relevant. It is just like, it is just on its own. It is not in line with what I want to be or where I want to go. So have goals that are relevant to what you're doing. Okay. T is for time bound. This goal should have a time. Following the previous abbreviations, let's still use the example of I want to make 1 million. I want to make 1 million, that's a goal. By when? Is it by the time I die? Is it 70 years from now I want to have made 1 million? Do I want to make that million by next year? Is it in the next 5 months? Is it in the next 10 years? Your goal should be time bound, because if it's not, then you become too lazy. I can achieve it even in 5 years. I don't need to do something now. It needs to be time bound, because I have this time, okay, to accomplish this goal. So we've said number 2 is to set smart goals. Goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, are realistic or relevant, and time bound. The third thing you can do to achieve your goals in 2021 is to keep your goals visible. Like, is it something that you can write down, maybe in your diary, maybe in your journal? Be like, you know what, I want to do this by March next year, by May, by December. Write it down. Do you have, like, maybe do you save your stuff online? Okay, can you create like a vision board, maybe a physical one? Can you create an online one? Maybe I want to travel, I want to go to Paris, okay, I want to go to any other place you want to go to. Can you like put that down? Do you have like images of Paris that you can cut out, or you go online and save that beautiful image and you're like, I want to go here? Like, have it somewhere you can see it. Okay, some people even stick their goals maybe on places like the fridge but every time you pass, you're like, we are going to Paris. But you don't need to be that extreme. Your goal just has to be somewhere that you see regularly, so that you are reminded. Because let me say, if you just think it and don't write it somewhere, or if you write it somewhere and store it somewhere very, very far, and then after 6 months you're like, oops, I wanted to go to Paris, but now 6 months have already passed. You would have done a lot in that time. You would have already started your planning. Okay, so keep your goals visible, somewhere you can see them. The fourth thing you can do to attain your goals, to achieve your goals, is to break down that goal. Okay, so again, I'm going to I may be using financial goals a lot. I don't know if it's because personally I have a lot of financial goals for 2021. But let's say that you want to make that 1 million, okay? So you just want to wake up one day and then, oopsie, you've made 1 million in a day or a week. So you need to break it down. For me to make 1 million in 12 months, how much do I need to make per month? Okay? And now, even if you can even break it down to per week, that will be okay. So you have this goal of, in January, I want to make this much. That is like a small goal. And then in February, I want to make this much. Or between January and March, I want to have made this much. So you can even break it down into quarters, okay? Or you can say that, okay, I want to lose maybe the 20 kgs in 4 months. So that means every month I need to lose 5 kgs. Break it down so that it can appear achievable, so that it cannot be this huge thing. Because if you just look at it like 1 million, I'm like, oh my goodness, how will I make 1 million? But if you now break it down to maybe this month I need to make 100 or 110, like, yeah, so my focus is on making 110 this month. That is it. Okay, it looks smaller, it looks more achievable. And then once you accomplish that small goal, it just sends this, you have that feeling of satisfaction. Okay, and then it sends this good feel hormone to your brain. You just feel good, you just feel motivated, like, yes, I can do it also next month. Okay, as opposed to having this huge mountain of a goal. It looks impossible to even pass. You're like, okay, how am I even supposed to lose like 20 kgs all at once? It's a lot. Break down your goals into smaller goals. Fifth thing you should do is to track your goals. And now, if you had followed the SMART goal order, then you're able to know, am I on the right path? Okay, if let's say, still I'm going to use that example of 1 million. If I want to make that 1 million in 1 year, after 4 months or 3 months, can I sit down and track? Am I on the right path? Have I even made like a quarter of that? Does it seem like I'll be able to achieve this goal? Okay, instead of just sitting relaxing, and then when it gets to October, November, you're like, oh my goodness, I was supposed to make 1 million, and then you start looking, is it possible? How much have I made? Now you have like 1 month to go, or 2 months. You have like very little you can do. Or you say that you're going to make that, you're going to lose the 20 kgs. You don't even check how much you've lost this month or next month. You're just there, and then at the end of the month you're like, okay, so am I close, or did I really make it? There's nothing you can do if you realize that you haven't made it. But if you track your goals, you can realize, oh, okay, this is not working. Maybe I should look for another strategy, and then you can change your strategy, or you can put in more effort, or you can keep up the same pace, because you know that, okay, things are working. Whatever it is I'm doing, it is working. So be able to track your goals. Sit down and look at it and be like, you know what, I wanted to do this. I wanted to travel. I wanted to go to Zanzibar, and so I was saving for it. How far am I? Okay, how far have I saved for this particular goal? Maybe you're like, you know what, I wanted to leave my job, but in order for me to leave my job, I needed to have saved this amount of money. How far am I? Track your goals. Okay, the sixth thing you should do to ensure you accomplish your goals is to anticipate challenges or roadblocks or hardships, and then plan on how you're going to overcome them. Okay, plan. If you're going to lose that weight, you Google how many, like, the challenges that people face. Is there a time that maybe someone feels like you've plateaued? Maybe you're not losing any weight at all. What do you do? Okay, are there days when you will wake up and feel like you do not want to exercise? What do you do? How have others overcome that? Okay, it's a challenge. How have you overcome it? If you're planning on quitting your job so that you can venture into business, okay, or be self-employed, what are the difficulties that people have had when transitioning from employment to self-employment? Okay, what difficulties have people had when they are starting their business? Okay, how can you overcome them so that they don't catch you by surprise? Of course, you can't anticipate everything, okay, but if you can anticipate the major ones, or a significant number, then when the challenges come, like, they won't even put you down. You're just like, okay, this is how I planned on overcoming this. And yes, seventh thing you can do to help you accomplish your goals is have an accountability partner. So an accountability partner is someone who's going to hold you responsible. Okay, they can be your accountability partner, or you both of you can be each other's accountability partners. You're like, you know what, we are traveling to Paris together, so we are supposed to save maybe 300,000, okay, to go to Paris. Okay, so after 1 week, after 1 month, you're going to check in. How much have you saved? How much have I saved? You won't want to let your accountability partner down. You feel like, no, okay, it's embarrassing. We made this pact, now I'm done with letting her down or letting him down. So you'll work hard, and then you know that that person will be like, no, Linda, you are relaxing. No, you should have made this much. If you don't make this much, then you won't be able to go to Paris. So that person will help you to stay focused. Okay, I've ever done this. There was it was it was kind of a it looks like a silly goal, but there was a time that I had a goal. Let's just say I had a goal. I can't go into details, but I had my accountability partner, and we made a pact. We like, every single day at 10 a.m. you video call me, or you send me a video and show me proof that you've done whatever it is that you are supposed to be doing. The days that, yes, of course, you weren't able to, but those days were few. Most of the days you were able to. You're like, hi girl, you know what? It's that time. See, I've been able to do that. So it was nice, and we were able to do that because we were like, even when you were not able to, you would apologize to the other person. Okay, sorry that today this and this happened, I've not been able to. Of course, it's not like you owe them an explanation, but there's just that, I don't want to let them down. Okay, and then there's that excitement, like, I want to see what the other person has done. I'm also going to do this. So having an accountability partner is very, very important. So the eighth and the last way that you can use to accomplish your goals in 2021 is to celebrate your successes. Celebrate the small wins. Reward yourself when you accomplish a goal. Okay, you can't just be like, you know what, I want to make 1 million. Then when you make it and you're like, okay, that is done. Next. No. You're like, you made 1 million. You have to celebrate. I'm like, Linda, you're the greatest. You did this. You made 1 million. You worked hard. Like, what? Like, am I taking myself out somewhere? Okay. Am I like chilling, just enjoying my own company? Am I buying myself that thing that I've always been eyeing? Like, reward yourself. Like, you did a good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. It's not just like, oops, we are done, let's move on to the next goal. Reward yourself. And the more you do this, the more you want to set more goals because of that excitement that comes with accomplishing them. And then those treats or those rewards. But be careful with these rewards, because let's say that you had planned on losing the 20 kgs and you do, and then you said for the next 2 weeks you're going to eat cake daily, a lot of it. Then you are now reducing the effectiveness of your goal. You're like, why did you struggle that much so that you can go back again? Or let's say that maybe you had planned to save this amount of money. Let me say you've saved like maybe 500,000. Then you said, I've done such a good job, I'm going to take 300,000 out of this and just go and drink. Or then why did you struggle that hard? So reward yourself, yes, but look at how you're going to reward yourself. It's not something that is going to take away all the effort that you've put into accomplishing your goal. So that's it, guys. We are setting goals. We are accomplishing these goals, okay? Let's not just do this is my New Year resolution. Just sit down and make your goals even before the new year. Don't be the New Year squad, because it's not something you've thought of. It's just the excitement. You're like, it's a new year, so I'm going to lose 50 kgs. But are you really going to lose 50 kgs? Okay, so sit down and plan and use these tips and ensure that you accomplish your goals. I wish you all the best. Okay, I wish you all the best. I wish you accomplish all your goals. I wish I accomplish all my goals. And as they say, 2021 is going to be a good year. So guys, that's it for today. Like, share, subscribe. I don't need to remind you at this point. Be good to yourself and be kind to others. Bye.